What does the number 666 mean in Revelation chapter 13? Well, you need to understand that the Greeks and Romans like to make riddles by turning names and other words into numbers. In fact, in the ruins of Pompeii, there's an ancient and famous graffiti that says, "I love the girl whose number is 545." So successful was God and John at hiding the real name that it remains a mystery to this day. Could it have been that God was trying to protect John from being accused of sedition if the person whose number it was lived at the time? I would like to let you know that there are a lot of people who try to make the number fit anyone they don't like, any political figure, any religious figure. And not to be cynical, but they'll try all kinds of different things, try different languages, try a title in front of the name, not be too particular about the spelling. There's different tricks that they would use. But I would propose this to you. In the book of Revelation, it talks about a great city, which goes by different names in the book, but it's always called the great city. This great city is identified in chapter 11, verse 8, where it says that it's Jerusalem. Then there's this mighty power over the earth that's represented as a beast. This beast attacks the great city and destroys it, which historically we learned happened. Rome attacked and destroyed Jerusalem. In 70 AD, it was burned. So, what was the name of the person and what was the number of the person who initiated this attack on behalf of the beast? Rome. It was Nero Caesar. And guess what? His name happens to yield 666 in Aramaic or in Hebrew. And catch this. People will live their life being superstitious, being scared of the number 666, not wanting any mark or anything. And by the way, I wouldn't receive a mark either. But not wanting any mark, being oh so careful about 666, all the while they live their life for the devil. Friends, this 666 most likely was Nero Caesar and it's past. But if we aren't living for God today, it's just as though we had received a mark, the mark of the beast, and are rejected by God. Back in that day, if you did not worship Caesar, even though it wasn't a literal mark, they could even kill you. And I'm sure they did all the other things, like make it impossible to do business and things for some of those who refused. I would like to let you know that in the next chapter, in chapter 14, there's another mark, and it is actually a mark that comes from God. Most people think that we won't be able to see that mark, or that we can't see that mark. Could it be that also the mark of the beast was figurative, and that those who did not serve God, those who went along with the Caesar worship, also in a symbolic way had the mark of the beast on them? I think so. In which case, this is past. Let's focus on pleasing God and loving our neighbor today. I'm Jim, and this is the End Times from a positive biblical perspective.